It's time for high school sports on the NCW Life Channel. Today's broadcast of high school sports on the NCW Life Channel is presented by Harvest Valley Pest Control, Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, Global Car Care, Les Schwab Tires, Biosports Physical Therapy, Impact Auto Sales, the Highlander Golf Course and Grill, Town Toyota, Automoca, JDSA Law, and Weinstein Beverage. Now let's go live for all the action of tonight's coverage of high school sports on your home for local sports, the NCW Life Channel.
Good evening, wrestling fans, and welcome to 2020 and our first wrestling match here on the NCW Life Channel. I'm Eric Grandstrom here at Wenatchee High School, where we bring you the Wenatchee Panthers and the Moses Lake Chiefs. Moses Lake has been dominant in the Big Nine for so long and really across the state. They got out of the gate a little slow this year, and actually Wenatchee is leading them in the dual standings, tied with Sunnyside at 3-0. This is going to be a good one tonight, and we've got all but one of the weight classes filled, so we're going to have wrestling all night long as well. We're going to talk to the head coaches coming up. Ed Valdez, the head coach for Wenatchee, Jaime Garza, the head coach for Moses Lake, and get you ready for wrestling here on the mats tonight at Wenatchee High School. It's Big Nine wrestling at its best. Wenatchee and Moses Lake coming your way next on the NCW Life Channel. Highlander Golf Course is proud to announce their two new state-of-the-art full-swing golf simulators with over 80 courses of virtual golf to choose from year-round. Or try their laser shot simulated firearm program, or gaming with football, basketball, and much more. Enjoy Highlander food and drink service from their full-service bar and grill in the comfort of their simulator room. Call the Highlander Pro Shop to book your time at 884-4653. That's 884-4653.
Hi, I'm Ricardo, and this is Amanda, and we are from Impact Auto Sales,
where you can expect a hassle-free car buying experience. With our wide selection of used cars, trucks, and SUVs, let one of our friendly sales staff help you find the vehicle that fits your lifestyle. We have financing available for all credit types and great low rates for first-time buyers. Call us today at 888-8000 or stop by 3522 State Highway 97A in Wenatchee. Impact Auto Sales, where we strive to make an impact on your life and not your wallet.
The pregame show continues here on the NCW Life Channel as we get ready for Big Nine wrestling between Wenatchee and Moses Lake tonight. Now I'm talking with Ed Valdez, head coach for the Wenatchee Panthers. Our coach's interview brought to you by TC Slingers. If it's rock, bark, sand, or soil, there's no need for wheelbarrows, shovels, or rakes. They'll place the material for you. Well, 3-0 in the Big Nine, but a lot of forfeits along the way. Talk about the season so far.
Well, the season's coming along well. I mean, we've progressed from, you know, being a team that was just average to where, you know, we've gotten a lot better. I mean, we won a tournament over the winter. We placed in the top 5 in a couple others, and you know, we've just improved. I know we've probably wrestled the lighter half of the Big Nine, and tonight is, you know, the top half, and then that's what we have to finish with, is with Sunnyside, and then Moses Lake, then Sunnyside, and then Eastmont. And so we have to keep getting better. We're looking forward to wrestling these guys tonight, and it'll give us a tell on really exactly where we are. You know, we'll be able to look at what we need to improve on and where we are in our season.
You've got some seasoned kids back again wrestling this year that got some experience under their belt. I mean, you've got guys that are ranked in the top 12 at various weight classes in the state, including some of your upper weights.
Yeah, someone told me that. I don't ever really look at the rankings, and I actually never have. I know that we have 3 kids that are state participants from last year, and they're all seniors, and they're coming along good. We have to just stay focused on improving, and I think that's what we're going to continue to do throughout the season, because it's really helped us so far, just getting better. I have a group of kids that are young and they're focused. They've stayed together. They don't miss practice. They come together all the time. They're there over Christmas break. They're there for everything, and that's very helpful.
I'm seeing that throughout the Panther athletic program these days. It seems to be kind of a culture shift going on. That's nice to see.
Well, I think it goes in, stages where, you'll see kids that are really good friends with each other and they all participate in, 2 or 3 sports together. And I think that really helps. It helps overall as a coaching staff at Wenatchee. I know it's the best thing you can have is kids that get along and want to be together and have fun.
Well, I know you love the fact, I'm looking down at the card tonight, you only got 1 forfeit. Nice to be able to fill your weights.
Yeah, I really like to fill them all. It's tough having that 1 forfeit. That's always tough. Sometimes we actually use Kelsey Ibarra to fill that weight, but the girls are wrestling Moses Lake tonight, and we're wrestling Moses Lake tonight, and hopefully we can win both these duels. I really am happy with the girls as well as the boys. The girls came back from Kelso with a couple of medals. We had one gal didn't make weight the second day, and we had one that wrestled really well. It was one match away from placing. So, I think we're not struggling. We're starting to get better, and it's nice. It seems in the past couple years there's a few struggles we had to get through, and I don't think that's what we're doing this year. So I don't know how we're going to finish. I don't know how this match is going to come out, but I'm happy with the season the way it is.
Well, that's good. Keep everybody healthy tonight. Ed, we'll talk to you afterwards.
Yes, thank you.
Ed Valdez joining us here on the pregame show. We'll come back and talk with Jaime Garza about the Chiefs coming up next on the NCW Life Channel.
At Harvest Valley Pest Control, we know you are committed to making your home and business a healthy and pest-free place. Hi, I'm David. Give us a call and we'll give you a firm price over the phone and schedule a time that works for you. We will do an in-depth 30-point healthy home or business inspection and craft a customized plan of action designed specifically for your pest issue. Give us a call or visit our website today.
Hi there, it's Les Schwab Tires. Well, more like Les Schwab alignment and brakes and shocks and wheels and tires. Now, some tire places don't offer all that. They only sell tires. And we're not sure how they sleep at night, because all those services affect things like steering and stopping. That's why we offer more than tires to help keep you safe. Stop by or book an appointment at leschwab.com. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
Our pregame show continues here on the NCW Life Channel. TC Slinger is helping us bring you the coaches interview. Now talking with Jaime Garza, head coach for the Moses Lake Chiefs. Well, Coach, you got off right out of the gate against Sunnyside, 2 of the best teams of the Big Nine. You had an interesting road trip this year down to the San Diego area. Tell us more about that.
Yeah, it was just something that we always wanted to do. I thought after year 3, maybe we can get to a tournament outside of the Pacific Northwest. And it happened to be at the El Cajon, was always the same weekend as Tri-State. So that was a tournament that I was eyeing. This year it happened to land on a different weekend, so we were able to attend both those tournaments. And it was just a great event, great tournament, fun. I enjoyed the way they ran it. You can't go wrong with sunny California. You get off the airplane and nothing but palm trees and 70-degree weather out there. But the kids wrestled well, and it was fun to see a different style of wrestling as well. Yeah,
well, with the timing of that, I was wondering how many of your guys you had for that Sunnyside match versus heading, it was the next day you were on the road, right?
Yeah, we were on the road. So it was, we had the same guys that pretty much went out there and represented. There was no difference there in lineup. Got home late. It was a foggy night. I drove up there with another coach and got back late and turned around and woke up at 4 in the morning back at the airport. So, but with that being said, we ran into a former Chief wrestler at the airport who was doing some filming down in Spokane, was flying out to New Mexico. So it was nice to visit with him and have the wrestlers, have him talk to the wrestlers. He's also an alum from Columbia University and wrestled out there, so it was great. He had some great words of wisdom for those kids, so it was a great experience.
The family wrestling that is around the Moses Lake program extends a long, long way. Let's talk about this year's group and what you're expecting here tonight.
Well, they are young. We only have one senior in our varsity lineup, and so I'm super excited for what we have this year, but what's coming back next year. So we have some tough freshmen that are coming in that lineup, and I think they can shake some things up. So I'm excited about that. I'm looking forward to the Zamora-Gutzweiler match at 152.
Yeah.
And even though they may not match up, but I think it's going to be hopefully the best match of the night. And I also want to see Carranza versus Cal at 220. So those are the matches that I'm really looking forward to. The heavyweight match as well.
It's nice to see. I was talking with Ed about this. Nice to see, some upper weights for Wenatchee. They're ranked in the state and things like that. It's good to have that competition, isn't it?
Oh yes, yes. Sunnyside's tough. They've been tough for a while. I think throughout the last 8 years we're 4-4. Davis has had some tough kids, and Wenatchee. We kind of just sprinkle them here and there. But to have as far as the upper weights, it's been a while.
Yeah.
Where we've had, a state champion that's above 170.
Right.
They've been 160 and below, to be honest with you. And I think that goes the same for Sunnyside. So to have some guys that are up there ranked, I know we have our 195-pounder that's up there, and he's kind of going under the radar right now. So I'm really excited to see where he ends up come the postseason. And I think he's going to surprise quite a few people. I'm really enjoying the way Everett Ashley's working right now, wrestling right now.
Well, we look forward to seeing this entire match here tonight. Keep everybody healthy, and thanks for taking the time.
Thank you.
You bet. Jaime Garza joining us here on the pregame show. We'll come back with your lineups and the face-off as we get ready for wrestling tonight here at Wenatchee High School. It's the Panthers and the Chiefs coming your way next on the NCW Life Channel.
My name is Brian Thorpe. I own Global Car Care in Wenatchee and have been here for about 25 years.
Brian started Global Car Care as Brian's automotive alternative on Orondo Street.
Some customers were following Brian since Brian's automotive time.
No, we're just grateful to be part of this community. This is where I grew up. We want to do our part to be a valuable part of this community. We want to thank you for trusting our business for 25 years.
What's your auto mocha emergency?
It's a Frapita mocha with whip.
The espresso shakes are my most favorite because I can get any flavor. Peanut butter chocolate Frapita.
Definitely espresso shakes.
My favorite is the mocha Frapitas.
A peach Red Bull.
Welcome back once again here to Wenatchee High School as the teams are about ready to come out here and do the face-off. We've got the girls on one mat tonight and the boys on the other mat. Unfortunately, they'll be wrestling at the same time, so we're not going to be able to bring you both varsity matches. However, the girls, we might be able to get you their face-offs because we do have that lineup for you, even though they'll be wrestling on the far mat away from our cameras here for our broadcast here tonight. We learned our lesson last year, folks, when we were at Eastmont High School and tried to bring you two matches at the same time, and that was just entirely too confusing for me and also for you trying to watch it. So unfortunately, we won't be able to do the both the boys and girls at the same time here, but I'll keep an eye over on the girls match to let you know what's going on. The first match of the girls will be Jael de Guzman, a freshman for Moses Lake, against Alexia Amonte, a freshman from Wenatchee. Next up at 110 pounds will be Brianna Martinez, a freshman from Moses Lake, and Kelsey Ibarra, senior out of Wenatchee High School. At 125 pounds, we'll let them get out there and give you them while they come out onto the mat. At 125, it's Gabriela Cisneros, a sophomore from Moses Lake, and Michaela Cook, a senior for Wenatchee. At 125, here's the 125-pounders as they bring it out. So Cisneros coming out for Moses Lake. There she is. And then Michaela Cook wrestling for Wenatchee. At 140 pounds, it's Jesse Mendoza, junior for Moses Lake, taking on a very tough wrestler for the Wenatchee Panthers, Isabella Andrini, a junior for the Panthers. And then a exhibition match. Actually, Jael de Guzman will wrestle twice tonight. The freshman will take on Cassandra Tapia, the sophomore for Wenatchee. So that's exhibition coming up a little bit later on. They're going to start things out at 132 pounds. We got to wait for Moses Lake to get out here first before we can do the Moses Lake lineups, as they're still in the locker room talking about their strategy here for tonight. It gives me a chance to tell you that our broadcast tonight on the NCW Life Channel brought to you by Automoka. Visit one of their 6 locations in the Valley, including the only Automoka with inside seating on 5th Street across from the college. What's your Automoka emergency? So I'm not sure if they're going to start light and then go heavy, or if they're going to start where we're starting the match tonight, which will be at 132 pounds. So we'll wait and see what the public address announcer does here at Wenatchee High School, as Moses Lake comes sauntering out onto the mat, and the boys will line up from left to right as we look at Moses Lake here, from the smallest at 106 pounds to the largest at 285, or super heavyweights. Meanwhile, the Wenatchee Panthers across the mat from them, with the away from our camera side is the smallest. So they will start at 106 pounds. For Moses Lake, it's Jeremiah Martinez, the freshman, and he'll take on Cannon Sanders, the freshman for Wenatchee. At 113 pounds, Saul Salinas, the freshman for Moses Lake, will get a forfeit. Wenatchee was not able to fill that weight tonight at 113 pounds. 120 pounds, Jonathan Tanguma, very good wrestler, the junior ranked in the top 12 of the state. Toby Hamilton, meanwhile, has had a great season for Wenatchee. He's a sophomore. At 126 pounds, it's Ryan Grubb, the senior. He'll be going up against the freshman for Wenatchee, Trenton Miller. At 132 pounds, this is where we'll actually start the match tonight. It'll be Hunter White, the junior for Moses Lake, against Oscar Martinez, senior for Wenatchee. At 138 pounds, it's Cameron Regan, the junior for Moses Lake, taking on Alex Ogwin, the junior from Wenatchee High School. At 145 pounds, it's Maximus Zamora, the junior, taking on Tyler Skyleman, the sophomore for Wenatchee. At 152 pounds, Lorenz Thomas, the junior, will take on Leo Gutzweiler, the junior for Wenatchee. 160 pounds is Gustavos Barajas, the junior, facing Alan Swan, the senior for Wenatchee. At 170 pounds, Cruz Vasquez, the junior for Moses Lake, will be facing Evan Burdan, the freshman from Wenatchee High School. Joey Freidig is a sophomore at 182 pounds for Moses Lake, and he will face off against Orlando Rodriguez, the senior for Wenatchee, who's had a great season so far. At 195 pounds, Everett Ashley, the junior for Moses Lake, will take on Jesus Segovia, the sophomore from Wenatchee. That's at 195. At 220, it's Andrew Kyle, the junior for Moses Lake, facing Lucas Carranza. He's the senior for Wenatchee at 220. And then super heavyweight tonight, Saul Villa, the sophomore for Moses Lake, will face off against Eli Olivares, the junior for Wenatchee. This should be a really good match tonight, and unlike the past several years, I don't know so much if Moses Lake is going to dominate like they have in the past. We've got your commercial break coming up, and we'll be ready for wrestling coming up next here on the NCW Life Channel. It's Wenatchee, it's Moses Lake, it's Big 9 Wrestling on the way next.
When the people you serve are your friends and family, you see the world a bit differently. You understand that your survival depends on the health and strength of your relationships. Your word is your reputation, and that doing the right thing is the only way of life that matters. At Confluence Health, we remain humble. Trust is a gift that is earned, a privilege, an honor. And we remain grateful for the trust you place in our hands.
Wonderful job of our national anthem here tonight as we're ready for wrestling tonight on the NCW Life Channel. Eric Granstrom here, Matt's side at Wenatchee High School. Our official for tonight is Gerald Ensel. He will handle all of the duties out there on the mat. The captains for both teams will meet. The Wenatchee Panthers will be wearing the green anklets. Meanwhile, Moses Lake They already have the crimson colors, so they'll be the red wrestlers here tonight. And it looks like we will start with Wenatchee getting the first choice, and that'll alternate from one match to the next. Again, our broadcast tonight brought to you by BioSports Physical Therapy. Visit them online at biosports.net. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Also by Confluence Health, dedicated to improve their patients' health with safe, high-quality care in 12 communities throughout north central Washington. 132 pounds is where we'll start. Hunter White, the junior for Moses Lake, and Oscar Martinez, the senior for Wenatchee High School. As they come over, they got to check in with the official scores table. They both do. And we are ready to go here as our official will come over the edge of the mat. It's got a little lip on it here at Wenatchee High School. So you're going to watch for stumbling across that. They'll shake hands, and here we go. Wrestling tonight on the NCW Life Channel. 132 pounds, Hunter White for Moses Lake. Oscar Martinez for Wenatchee. Hunter, the taller wrestler, in the singlet with the Chiefs colors, crimson, trimmed in white and yellow. Meanwhile, the Panthers singlet with the yellow on top and purple on the bottom. Purple headgear as well for the Panthers here. And a good deep shot there for White. The wrestler's close to out of bounds, and it will be no control for either wrestler as they go out of bounds. So they'll head back to center mat, and we are minute 19 left here of this first round. The teams and coaches are down on one end of the mat here, so they decided to change up the scoreboards here so that the coaches and the wrestlers could be able to see the scoreboard across from them. So kind of a little change up here with two mats going at the same time. So no advantage gained by either wrestler here on their first match of the night. 132 pounds, Hunter White and Oscar Martinez. Martinez again heading out of bounds. White being the aggressor here, and Martinez being the counter man at this point to this match as we're midway through the first round. Under a minute to go in round one. Martinez fighting his way back up, then jerking him back down is Hunter White. And again, the two wrestlers back out of bounds and close to, and the official, Gerald Etzel, telling Oscar Martinez, you need to make some advances here. Kind of a feint at a single leg there on a shot by Martinez. White with a counter, however. White trying to reach up and grab that single arm and drag him through. A lot of hand fighting here in this first round as we have just 15 seconds left of the first round of our first match here this evening. 3 2-minute rounds, and both wrestlers go out of bounds again. And I'm wondering if we're going to get a caution against the Wenatchee wrestler Oscar Martinez. Not at this point. Martinez with a shoot. Now the stall warning comes with the mat time winding down, and we're through one scoreless. And the decision is for Oscar Martinez, and he will defer, and White will take down. So we'll see how Martinez, who will go from the left side in the referee's position, does at riding the Moses Lake Chief on the bottom. Whistle sounds. Not much of a movement to begin with, and now switching back to the right hand is Martinez. White trying to reach back, and he's almost got the reverse already. Got that leg behind. He's going for the far side half. Got to watch the whizzer here. He's got those hands locked up, which is fine because that's and we're going to get a 2-point reversal for White. He leads it 2-0. Martinez now on the bottom. The senior Oscar Martinez against the junior Hunter White here. White with the advantage, 2-0. We're in the second round. White with that left leg tied up by his right leg. Now he's switching back over. Maybe going to go with the reverse cradle. Got a little bit too far outside. Now Martinez, if he could stand up, can't do it. No back time there. There's a count, but now Martinez to his feet. 1-point escape, and almost with a 2-point takedown. The miss by White. Martinez, they're out of bounds, and both wrestlers up. 50 seconds left here in round number 2. 2-1 our score. White leading it over Martinez. Hunter White of Moses Lake, Oscar Martinez of Wenatchee. A shuck and a shot there by Martinez, but a good counter by White. Now both wrestlers back up to their feet. White trying the arm drag and then the shot as they both go out of bounds. And Martinez got to watch that. The first round he did get his caution on the stall for backing up and going out of bounds. Martinez takes a step forward on the whistle here with 27 seconds. Now the cradle attempts, but no. Martinez with a nice counter on White's attempt to break him down. Martinez again with the hand fighting. The whistle you just heard was from the other mat, and now a throw attempt near the out of bounds. And if you're going to take a throw, that's where you do it, is out of bounds or near the out of bounds circle. 12 seconds left. We have a piece, looks like a piece of athletic tape or something, a Band-Aid that was on the mat. So our official takes care of that with 10 seconds left here in the round. Also, if you're going to shoot and do something a little dangerous, you do it towards the end of the round where you don't have a lot of time left on the clock. It's a close match right now. 2-1 White on top, and that's going to be the time running down here and out here in round number 2. Hunter White looking over towards the scorer's table, a little disgust on his face. And Martinez will be down here to start the third and final round. White works from the left-handed side. Martinez gets up to his base, sits out, rolls towards him, nearly got the escape. Watch out. White is able to maintain control. Martinez back to his base again. White steps through. He's got the legs crossed up, and now Martinez gets his legs free. Then White tries to break him down with a hand chop on his right forearm. Trying to reach in there for a hand bar. Nothing happening. Martinez doing a good job getting back to his base. Now he's sitting out, rolls to him, trying to get the escape and tie it up here. Both wrestlers to their feet. Martinez, if he can pull his head up, and we're tied at 2. With 1:19 to go here in the third round, our first match of the night is coming right down to it. Martinez with the advance. He already had a stall warning in the first period. Cannot afford to be backing up here. He's got to be aggressive on his feet. White, the shot. They both go out of bounds. No movement from the official on any kind of a stall here. 1:01 left, tied at 2. If he gets a stall point, that could be the match. A nice heel pick there by White. Took him down. 2-point takedown, and now near fall points on top of it. 1 minute to go. 2-point near fall. So suddenly it's a 6-2 match with White on top. Great job picking the heel, driving forward, and getting him right to his back. Beautiful move by Hunter White. Cross face for White. Got the legs tied up, and Martinez, this is the point of the match where you are on fire. Every cell and every muscle is on fire right now with 22 seconds left. Martinez back to his base. Trying to get to his feet. Trying to figure out a way he can get 4 points in 12 seconds. It's going to be tough. He's going to have to try to roll him. Martinez sitting out, back up to his base. Good job of following by White. Time winding down with 2 seconds with 1, and that will be the match. 6-2 the win by Hunter White of Moses Lake. Gives the Chiefs the early lead here in this dual match here tonight at Wenatchee High School. Our broadcast tonight brought to you by Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, your comfort trained specialist specializing in commercial and residential HVAC systems, online at dicksheatingwenatchee.com. So we've got Cameron Regan and Alex Oldwin. So Cameron Regan and Alex O'Gean, the match here at 138 pounds. O'Gean for Wenatchee and Regan for Moses Lake. We got 198 points on the board up there and a 15-0 score, so they need to rectify the score here. And they weren't quite ready to go. The confusion here at the scorers table is that the control board for the mat furthest away from the mat is the control board for the scoreboard here in the gymnasium. So the official has to go all the way down to the other end of the table here to talk to the person who's controlling the scoreboard for the furthest mat. So it's kind of crossed up here. So the official, I think we got everything all set here. Still haven't assigned the team points on the scoreboard yet. Should be 3-0 Moses Lake. Meanwhile, here we go. Now underway in round one of this 138-pound match. The two wrestlers will go out of bounds. No control for Cameron Regan against Alex Ogeen. The junior Regan and the junior Ogeen. The shot attempt by Regan, the counter by Ogeen. And now another shot deep. He's got that leg, reaches around with the right foot, trying to tie it up. Good job of countering by Ogeen, and the two wrestlers will go out of bounds. 2-point takedown, however, as the whistle sounds with 1:24 left here in this first round. Ogeen will be on the bottom here. Regan on top in this 138-pound match. Moses Lake leads the team score 3-0. They don't have that up on the scoreboard here as of yet. Meanwhile, armbar for Regan. Ogwin trying to get to his feet. He does, and should get an escape here. No, they're going to say control still by Regan, the wrestler for Moses Lake. Regan will move over to the left side. We're going to get a caution on Regan. Apparently didn't have the right hand on the elbow of Ogwin. Ogwin at the whistle tried to stand up, still tried to stand up. Nice long waist ride there by Regan. He's got those long limbs, able to reach all the way around a tight waist as the wrestlers tumble towards the out-of-bounds stripe with 53 seconds left here in the first round. Wrestlers will go out of bounds. They'll come back with Regan on top and Ogwin on the bottom. Second of our matches here tonight, starting at 132 pounds with Hunter White defeating Oscar Martinez 6-2. Second match at 138 pounds is now underway, and the lead by 2-0 is Cameron Regan, the junior for Moses Lake, over Alex Ogwin, the junior for Wenatchee High School. Ogwin on the bottom, trying to get that leg up and step through. He reaches in, does Regan, grabbing the wrist and using that arm against Ogwin. 15 seconds left here in the round. Ogwin doing a nice job on the bottom of turning away from the wrestler on top, Regan, so he can't get that leverage. And that will be the end of round number one. 2-0 the score. Cameron Regan on top of Alex Ogwin. It will be Moses Lake choice here in the second match of our evening. And he'll defer, so Ogwin will have the choice, and he'll take down. As Ed Valdez, the head coach for the Wenatchee Panthers, motions out to his wrestler to take the down position. And the whistle sounds and the match starts. So standing up is Ogwin, and then taking him right down and right nearly to his back. Exposure time was possible, but no, the official says he was out of bounds, so no near fall points for the Moses Lake wrestler. Bodies were kind of wiggling there. I'm surprised the official decided to blow his whistle, not to get everybody settled down. Kind of watch the knee here. The Moses Lake wrestler Regan had that leg trapped and then finally lets it go. I think the official, Gerald Ensel, came over and said, you got to turn that leg loose. Don't want to get anybody injured here. Now the attempt at the far side half Nelson, not successful by Regan. Ogwin doing a good job on the bottom here of hand fighting and trying to stay to his base. Meanwhile, Regan doing what he can, switching from one side to the other, trying to gain the advantage. He's got that arm barred up, and now he can pull him towards him. Got a post up, turn him over, and he does. And now a pinning move here and a pin 105 into round number 2, so it'll go 3:05 into the match. Win by pin. So that will make it 9-0 Moses Lake. Now we got the scoreboard correct as we'll head to our 145-pound match. Which one is it for Moses Lake? Okay, all right. They kind of switched around the weight classes here. So Lorenz Thomas will be wrestling at 145. I missaid that when it was, I said it was Maximus Zamora. So actually it's Lorenz Thomas wrestling here for Moses Lake at 145 pounds against Tyler Skyleman, the wrestler for Wenatchee. So again on the mat right now, and apologies to Malcolm back home if he didn't get that quite right, but it is Lorenz Thomas for Moses Lake against Tyler Skyleman at 145 pounds. Our match here on the NCW Life Channel. And Tyler Skyleman, just a sophomore, but boy, is he come a long way in just 2 years of wrestling for Wenatchee High School. He has his hands full, though, with Lorenz Thomas here tonight. Thomas is an excellent wrestler. Thomas trying to tie up the right arm of Skyleman and then work with that free arm on the right side. But a good job of hand fighting out there by Skyleman. Nearly halfway through round number 1 of this 145-pound match. 2 matches in the book so far. Both of them have gone to the Chiefs. They lead the team score 9-0. Again, Wenatchee came into tonight's match 3-0 in dual meets. The Chiefs at 3-1. Good job again by countering that move by Skyleman of Lorenz Thomas. Both wrestlers go out of bounds, so both wrestlers will remain up. Skyleman adjusting his headgear here as Thomas likes to reach up and snap that. A nice shot, a nice counter by Thomas. And now here's a deep shot by Thomas. But again, wiggling out of it is Skyleman. Nice job by Tyler on the counter. That deep shot there on the single leg by Thomas looked like he was going to get it. Now Thomas just trying to out-muscle him, and the 2 wrestlers go out of bounds with 20 seconds left here in round number 1. Thomas taking a different approach at the whistle here. Now gets that single leg in. A throw attempt by Skyleman. The 2 go out of bounds. And they'll both be up. Entertaining match so far at 145 pounds. Again, Lorenz Thomas for Moses Lake. Tyler Skyleman for Wenatchee. Thomas again trying to do the throw. Now the pickup, and the whistle sounded. That is not a takedown. Good move by Lorenz Thomas right at the buzzer, but that will be the end of round number 1, scoreless here. The choice is for Wenatchee. Tyler Skyleman chooses down. We've got the junior in Lorenz Thomas and the sophomore in Tyler Skyleman at 145 pounds. 3rd match of the night here on the NCW Life Channel. Skyleman working on the bottom. A beautiful job of getting out and getting away. He got a 1-point escape. He leads it 1-0. Beautiful roll by Tyler Skyleman. Now the shot by Thomas. And what Thomas is finding, he might have the musculature in this match, the strength in this match, but Skyleman has the length. So every time Thomas tries to shoot, Skyleman is able to counter and just get those long legs out of the way of the shot by Lorenz Thomas. Minute 28 to go here in round number 2. It's a 1-0 match with Tyler Skyleman on top. The shot, oh, beautiful takedown by Lorenz Thomas. He now leads it 2-1. He is so quick, so efficient with his moves. Tight waist by Thomas. He'll cut Skyleman back down. Skyleman needs to get back to his base as he sprawls out with a minute 5. And that hard crossface Moses Lake is known for. Thomas tried to shoot that in there across the face with his left forearm. He's got the left leg tied up with his right leg, and now he's going to reverse and try to tip him sideways, but that's the way to let the man go. So Lorenz Thomas has to be a little careful there. Gets him back down to the mat. 38 seconds left here in round number 2. 2-1. Lorenz Thomas is on top, and he will have the choice for round number 3. Thomas kind of just biding his time right now with some ride time. Of course, this is not freestyle, so you don't get ride time here. Might get a stall mate. No, we get a stall warning on Moses Lake on Thomas. He wasn't trying to make a move there. And now Jaime Garza wants to talk to the official. Tyler Skyleman on the bottom was, just trying to do what he could to keep from being tipped. Jaime Garza got his word in with the official, Gerald Ensel. And meanwhile, we got 19 seconds left here in the round. 2-1 to score. Thomas is leading it. And in the upper position here on the whistle. Thomas, Skyleman trying to get back to his feet. He'll ride him out of bounds with 4 seconds left. They'll head back to center circle. 145-pound match here tonight on the NCW Life Channel. Thanks for watching us on our Facebook stream, as well as our stream on our website at ncwlife.com. Whistle sounds. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Sit out by Skyleman, counter by Thomas, and that will be the end of round number 2. So it'll be Lorenz Thomas with the choice, and he apparently is going to take down. And now it's up to Tyler Skyleman to see if he can get any kind of points from up the top, trailing it 2-1. Thomas quickly to his feet. The counter by Skyleman. Look out, he's reaching back for that single leg, and they will tumble out of bounds. Got a 1-point escape for Lorenz. He leads it now 3-1. They both go out of bounds, and so they'll head back to center circle. Lorenz Thomas continues to shake his head as he heads back to the center circle. Frustration on his face on what to do with the lanky Tyler Skyleman. Skyleman looked at the shots, and now a head push by Thomas. Lorenz looking for an opening here. Skyleman, as his headgear continued to slip down on his forehead over his eyes. And now a trip attempt by Skyleman. He's got the one arm of Thomas on a drag attempt. Minute 15 left here in the match. 4-1 our score. Lorenz Thomas is on top. For the Moses Lake Chiefs, trying to win the 3rd consecutive match here in this dual match tonight. Wenatchee and Moses Lake. These two teams go back a long way. Now the shot by Skyleman, the counter by Lorenz Thomas. Fans hollering out for Skyleman what to do here. His headgear kind of slipped down, and that's when the official blows his whistle and says, hang on, we got to get that headgear rearranged, get it so he can see. 46 seconds left. Skyleman's going to have to get a takedown and points. Going to have to do a throw here with 36 seconds left. Throw attempt, and here he goes, but they're out of bounds. No points. Beautiful move by Skyleman, but you want to flirt with the out-of-bounds circle, but you can't be that far out of bounds. 30 seconds left. Again, he's going to have to look for a throw. And this is a case where it's a throw or be thrown. Thomas looking for the counter. 20 seconds left. A 3-point match right now. Skyleman looking for an opening. They go out of bounds again, and the headgear again slows down. It comes down over his eyes. Scorer's table is trying to get the attention of the official. The official glanced this way but didn't see it. So here we go. 13 seconds left in the match. Skyleman's going to have to go for the throw. Trying to get Lorenz Thomas in tight. Thomas will not let him get anywhere close. And now he shoots, and a 2-point takedown for Lorenz Thomas. He is going to win the match by a final of 6-1. How about that? Moses Lake takes the lead in the match here tonight by a score of 12-0. The win by Lorenz Thomas over Tyler Skyleman. came right down to the wire. 152-pound match now will be Maximus Zamora for Moses Lake and Leo Gutzweiler for Wenatchee. So Maximus excuse me, and Leo Gutzweiler. So that's the matchup here as we go to the 152-pound match of the night, our fourth here on the NCW Life Channel. The official making sure the scores table is ready to go, make sure the clock is ready to go. It is, and we are ready to go. And a quick 2-point takedown by Maximus Zamora. Gutzweiler back to his feet. Gutzweiler, a junior. Zamora, also a junior. 1-point escape for Gutzweiler. And then the heel pick here by Zamora. And again, he'll get a 2-point takedown. Gutzweiler back to his base, got to his feet momentarily, now tumbled back down again by Zamora. Both wrestlers got out of bounds, so they'll head back to the center circle with 1:31 to go here in round number 1. Fantastic wrestling name, by the way, Maximus Zamora. Whistle sounds. And there's a escape again by Gutzweiler. Well, Zamora apparently likes to wrestle on his feet here. He's got 2 takedowns to the 2 escapes here for Gutzweiler. Zamora a little bit longer than Gutzweiler at 152 pounds. Zamora again has Gutzweiler tied up here. Let's see if he tries to pick the leg and go for a cradle right in the takedown. He got the takedown, and now he's got the cradle. Let's see if he tries to tip him over here. He's got his hands locked. Gutzweiler spins. Down to his base is Gutzweiler with 38 seconds. Then another escape by Gutzweiler. It's 6-3, our score. Zamora again shucks him down. Grabs for that back leg. Gutzweiler has the single leg and can't give that up, or else he'll give up another takedown. He does, and he does. 8-3, our score. 17 seconds left in round number 1. Now a far side cradle attempt by Zamora. He spins him over. Gutzweiler has 9 seconds to live his life here and see another round. Zamora doesn't really have the position to where he can put both shoulders on the mat, and that's the end of the round, but he does get 3 more points on a near fall, and it will be 11-3 our score as we head to round number 2. Our broadcast tonight on the NCW Life Channel brought to you by Global Car Care, a quality auto repair facility with highly trained technicians celebrating over 25 years in the car care business. They speak your car's language at 1840 North Wenatchee Avenue. So it will be Gutzweiler choosing top here for round number 2. This will be the first time that Leo is in the upper position in this particular match. And he gets a little high, and then an easy escape there for Maximus Zamora. Zamora with the shot. Deep, had the leg, but they both go out of bounds. The wrestlers will both be up. Maximus Zamora for Moses Lake, leading it 12-3 now. Leo Gutzweiler trying to do what he can. Junior versus junior. Zamora, much more wrestling experience than Leo Gutzweiler. Leo doing what he can here with one of the best wrestlers in the state of Washington. And again, another shot and another takedown for Zamora. 14-3 the score now. And now he's trying to get more exposure time with that tip. I don't think he got it. He did not, says the official. Now crossface, and again far side cradle. And then trying to tip him, and he does tip him. He does have a pinning move this time around as Maximus Zamora looking to finish it here with 50 seconds left in this round. This is round number 2. He got the 3-point near fall and then gives up the hold, so the 3-point near fall will count against Gutzweiler. 17-3 the score. Now we're looking for a technical fall maybe in this one. Zamora again tipping, but not getting the exposure, so he does not get the near fall points. 25 seconds left here in round number 2. Maximus Zamora doing what he can with his moves from the top side against Leo Gutzweiler. Gutzweiler standing up and trying to get himself free again, but can't do so. Nice job by Zamora to counter. He almost gave up the escape again to Gutzweiler. He will ride for another 2 seconds, and that will be the end of round number 2. 17-3 the score. Zamora trying to give Moses Lake some more team points here in this match. Zamora will take down Gutzweiler up here to begin round number 3. Coaching staff over across the way for Wenatchee telling Leo to get the ankle. Doesn't get the ankle. Zamora gets to his feet, shucks the arm, and then Leo pulls him down on top of him. Not the move you want, and a reversal here for Zamora, and that will be a technical fall. 19-3 is the final in that one, as again a win for Moses Lake. So the Panthers will remain scoreless here so far through 4 matches as we'll move to 160 pounds. Get the score up on the board here. It should be, with that technical fall, 5 points, so it should be 17-0, I believe. Meanwhile, our match at 160 pounds is Gustavo Barajas for Moses Lake, Alan Swan for Wenatchee, junior for the Chiefs, senior for the Panthers, and we are ready to go here. They don't have the team score quite up to date yet. Now they're getting it up to date. There we go, 17-0 our team scores. Meanwhile, this match is underway here. The taller Alan Swan taking on the, well, he's not diminutive, but he's just a little shorter in Gustavo Barajas. Moses Lake Wenatchee, our 5th match of the night here at 160 pounds. All Moses Lake so far. Barajas and Swan. No points as of yet. Both wrestlers just kind of doing a little shadow boxing out there. You can see that Moses Lake is the more aggressor on their feet. They are trying to get, no, there's a nice arm drag attempt by Swan. But it seems so far on the feet, and there's another beautiful single leg shot, but a good counter and a whizzer here by Swan. Nice job of getting that right arm into the armpits of the wrestlers. He tries to go in deep. Perfect counter for the Panther wrestler. But just watching these wrestlers so far on the feet, Moses Lake, the aggressor, trying to make the moves, trying to get those single legs, trying to get those shots. Or to drag an arm or something along those lines. Wenatchee right now is always on the counter. They wait for the move to happen and then try to counter it into their own move. Oh, nice head and heel there. Now the shot by Barajas. And, oh, my, he gave a 2-point takedown and a 1-point escape. Goodness, Wenatchee coaching staff not happy about that at all on the call by the official. And now the move, but it's out of bounds. Both wrestlers will be up with 5 seconds left. Stan Opp, the former coach for Wenatchee High School, just left behind me here from the scorers table and was beside himself that the official gave up that takedown. 2-0 the score. Well, it should be 2-1. Should be 2-1 on the scoreboard here. The Moses Lake wrestler, Barajas, will be down. Now they finally get the scoreboard right. It's 2-1. And it'll be Alan Swan on top. Whistle blows, wrestling underway here for round 2 of this 160-pound match between Gustavo Barajas, Moses Lake, and a reversal here for Barajas, and then a reversal right back by Swan. Swan just missed his move, fell to the mat, allowed Barajas to make the reversal. 4-3 the score. I see Stan Opp made his way over to Ed Valdez to further discussion about his disgust on that takedown call by our official tonight. You know, you don't talk to any coach ever in wrestling and have them be completely happy with how any match is officiated. They're always doing what they can for their guy. Hey, the officials in any sport are human beings. Sometimes they'll make a mistake. Sometimes they won't see something. Especially in this, because it's all about who's got the advantage. Who's making the moves. The wrestler's gone out of bounds. It'll be 53 seconds left in round number 2. Swan trails it 4-3 to Gustavo Barajas. Appreciate you joining us here on the NCW Life Channel. Hope you enjoyed hockey earlier. If you're watching our broadcast on Localtel Channel 12, Charter Channel 19. Swan maybe trying to go for a cradle here. Barajas just reaches up and grabs hold of Swan's hand, won't let him get it. Swan sticks his leg in again on a leg ride, trying to push the head down and look for the Nelson. He's up a little high here. 20 seconds left in the round. 4-3 the score. Alan Swan trying to get that head down and get the Nelson in. He finally gets it. Now works to the side, but then he loses. Still trying to work him with 3 seconds, with 2 seconds, with 1, and that's the end of the round. Swan trails it here by a score of 4-3. Alan Swan, the senior for Wenatchee, Gustavo Barajas, the junior for Moses Lake. Now it's about conditioning. Barajas suspended a lot of energy on the bottom of that last round. And there should have maybe been a warning there on the whistle. Swan sits out, reaches back. He's got to watch himself so he doesn't get himself in trouble. He's got the leg of Barajas. Rob Barajas, meanwhile, still controlling with the ankle and the hips. Again, sitting out is Swan, trying to get the reversal. If he arches his back, he's got it. He does, and he does. And he goes right to the half Nelson. He leads it 5-4 with 1:30 to go here in the final round. Barajas not getting to his base here. The Wenatchee fans hollering for stalling on the bottom. Alan Swan trying to do all he can to get Barajas to give him something. Barajas, meanwhile, and again the call for the stalling. That's the voice of Stan Opp, former head coach for Wenatchee. There isn't a lot of movement on the bottom, I will say that. 56 seconds left here in the third round. And now the arm is barred. You got to watch out for that chicken wing or getting that hand too high. Watch the shoulder. Watch the shoulder. Swan trying to turn him here with 43 seconds. He's got time. Not a lot happening on the bottom, however. Barajas has yet to get to his base here since this round began. Swan broke him down, and he's been down ever since. Now the tip. They're out of bounds, however. No. Out of bounds, no points. 19 seconds left here in the round. Ed Valdez saying there should be a 2-point near fall here. Stan Opp is screaming from the scorer's table here. Meanwhile, we might have an injury timeout for blood as Barajas will head over to the aid area where Dale Blair will tend to him. And our broadcast tonight on the NCW Life Channel brought to you by Harvest Valley Pest Control. You can rest assured Harvest Valley Pest Control uses kid and pet safe material around your home or office. Call today for your free estimate. Also by Highlander Golf Course and Grill. Call the Pro Shop to schedule your time on their full swing S4 widescreen golf simulators at 884-4653. Plan your next tournament or event today. So don't see any blood on the mat. If there's any blood at all, they tend to the mat, they tend to the wrestler. Now there's also a time frame here that the wrestler has for an injury timeout. I think it's a total of 3 minutes you get for injury timeouts during any match. And it looks like they got the blood taken care of here. I didn't honestly see if it was the mouth or if it was the nose of Barajas. It is a 5-4 lead here for Alan Swan. Whistle sounds. Wrestlers start. 16 seconds left in this match. Barajas sits out. The counter, watch out. He's getting a little high, and it's tied up at 5-5, 6 seconds left. We might be going to overtime. The shot by Barajas. The time winding down, 1 second left, and it is the end of the match regulation. We're going to overtime. Alan Swan, meanwhile, is grabbing for his left ankle, and we've got an injury timeout for Swan. Dale Blair and his crew quickly head over to Alan Swan as they check the left ankle of Alan Swan. So they start the timeout here, and they're going to quickly try to tape Alan Swan's ankle and foot. Our broadcast tonight brought to you by Impact Auto Sales. They strive to impact your life, not your wallet. You can expect a hassle-free car buying experience at Impact Auto Sales in Wenatchee. Appreciate you joining us here tonight on the NCW Life Channel. The first 4 matches have gone the way of Moses Lake as they lead the team, score 17-0. And a good job by Gustavo Barajas, who didn't do hardly anything left in that third round, but got an escape right before the end of it and tied it up. So here we go. First points of overtime. Match is over. So you're looking for a takedown. Alan Swan with the ankle taped up will now try to do what he can with Barajas. It's just a minute overtime round here. Barajas backing away. Swan looking for an opening. Barajas reaching up, pawing at the back of the head of Swan, and now the shot attempt and the tug down to the head, and now the shot attempt again by Barajas. He's got the single leg. He's driving, and he almost gave the takedown. No, he does not. Nice job with a whizzer by Swan to keep himself up. Both wrestlers up with 25 seconds left in overtime. Nice idea by Barajas to get the leg that's healthy up in the air and the ankle that's not as the post to try to get Swan going backwards out of bounds. 13 seconds left in overtime. Tied at 5. And both wrestlers now just tired. Shot by Barajas. The counter by Swan. Swan sprawls out. Tries to get the quarter Nelson. The time will run out, and we will head to the second round of overtime. It will be 30 seconds. The choice for Barajas. And he will take down. So here we go, 32nd overtime round number 2. Barajas, all he wants to try to do is get an escape. For Alan Swan, it's just hang on for dear life. Both wrestlers ready. The official blows his whistle. 30 seconds goes by really quickly. Barajas on the bottom. Swan on the top. Swan gets that leg in deep. Breaks him down with 18 seconds. Now looking to force the head down with 9 seconds, with 8, with 7, with 6, with 5, with 4. And time is going to run out here in the second round of overtime. And now Alan Swan, feeling confident, will take down here in the next 30 seconds of overtime. Our third round of overtime. Looking for points, looking for an escape. Barajas will now approach. And the whistle. And the sit out. And the turn. Reversal by Alan Swan. Swan now looking for more points. He leads it 7-5 with 18 seconds left. Wenatchee entire bench leap to their feet. The arm is barred. Now he's trying to get the spin. He's got 5 seconds to do so. Alan Swan looking over towards the heavens, and he is going to win the match by a final of 7-5 in double overtime. How about that? Well, triple overtime. 3 rounds of overtime here for Alan Swan, and he wins the match 7-5 to give Wenatchee their first 3 points of the night.
Next up at 170.
170 pounds now. We'll head to our 6th match of the night. It'll be Cruz Vasquez for Moses Lake, Evan Burdan for Wenatchee, a freshman for Wenatchee against the junior for Moses Lake. Broadcast tonight brought to you in part by Jefferson, Danielson, Son, and Aylward attorneys, delivering quality and innovative legal services to North Central Washington since 1946. Online at jdsalaw.com. Match is underway here on our varsity mat here at Wenatchee High School. Wenatchee trailing it now in the team score 17-3. Moses Lake with Cruz Vasquez, the junior. A lot of mat time against the freshman Evan Burdan, but Burdan, physical specimen out there for just a freshman. Goodness. Again, it's Moses Lake wrestlers on their feet with the shots. Single leg, takedown, 2 points for Vasquez. Vasquez working high here, goes crossface, sticks the legs in, and there's really not much a wrestler on the bottom can do when they get both legs shot in like that and trap your thighs. Now it's a matter of hand fighting. And a matter of trying to keep yourself away from, and they're going to be out of bounds. 47 seconds left in round number 1. 2-0 our score with Cruz Vasquez leading Evan Burdan in this 170-pound match. Oops, so we've got a caution against Moses Lake as Vasquez jumped the gun there. If he does that again, it'll be a point against him and a point given up to Burdan. Boy, Vasquez sure likes to work out high, and he doesn't even have the leg really. So Burdan, nice idea here. Just get to your feet and you might be able to pull yourself out of there. No, now Burdan has Vasquez shoot both legs in. Now forces that half Nelson. Got to watch that shoulder in a pinning move here as he's trying to tip him over. He gets him tipped. I don't know if he's got a near fall points yet. I think he said 2. Now the reverse 2-point near fall is going to give the wrestler on top, Moses Lake's Cruz Vasquez, and now Burdan got to his feet and he's going to get a 1-point escape. So it'll be 4-1 at the end of round number 1. Nice job by Evan Burdan here. But Jaime Garza doesn't like the 1-point escape given right at the whistle. Both coaches have had several visits with our official tonight, Gerald Ensel. Evan Burdan, good movement on the bottom, even though he got tipped there. He almost was able to get the reversal. Burdan will be on top here to start round number 2. Quickly to his feet is Vasquez. Now the lift attempt by Burdan from behind. No, 1-point escape given to Vasquez. He leads it 5-1. And now the shot by Vasquez. Got both legs. Nope, single leg. And now he'll try to pick that up and gain the leverage. Meanwhile, Burdan tossed to the mat and a 2-point takedown here by Vasquez. A very proficient wrestler on the top here for the Moses Lake Chiefs. Cruz Vasquez again gets both those legs shot in. He works really high and then forces the Nelson. You gotta watch that shoulder. Watch that shoulder. As he tips. Yeah, that's a dangerous move there. And the official says thusly. And we'll head back to the center mat with 1:05 to go left in round number 2. 7-1 the score of Cruz Vasquez leading Evan Burdan. Again, shooting those legs in. Now, if you can reach up and grab the head before he gets that leg right in there, Burdan could go head hunting, but it is Vasquez proficient on the ride on the top. Again, trying to force the head down. Hand fighting for Burdan underneath to try to keep his arms free. 30 seconds left in round number 2. Nice job by Burdan to reach up and pull that hand off the head. And now Vasquez looks over towards his coaching staff and says, okay, what's my next move? And again, he forces that shoulder over. Watch it, watch it, watch it. He got him turned. And pinning move here with 6 seconds left in the round. Burdan trying to hang on for dear life. And that will be the end of the round and a 3-point near fall. It's a 10-1 lead here for Cruz Vasquez. And really got to watch that shoulder. Again, that was awfully awkward looking. As Evan Burdan will take up here to start the 3rd round. Trailing it 10-1. Moses Lake leading the match here 17-3. We began with Hunter White. Decision over Oscar Martinez 6-2. Cameron Regan then pinned Alex Ogwin 3 minutes and 5 seconds into the match. Lorenz Thomas with a 6-1 win over Tyler Skyleman, and then a 19-3 win over Leo Gutzweiler by Maximus Zamora. This is and then it was Alan Swan getting the first victory of the night for Wenatchee at 160 pounds. In triple overtime, 7-5 the final over Gustavo Barajas. Meanwhile, it's Cruz Vasquez here leading at 170 pounds over Evan Burdan, 10-1 with 1:40 to go in the match. Burdan on top for Wenatchee. Whistle sounds. Stand-up attempt by Vasquez. Breaking him back down to the mats was Burdan. Standing up, Vasquez spinning out, and a 1-point escape for Vasquez. 11-1 the score. Burdan, just a freshman for Wenatchee. This guy's got a good future here for the Wenatchee wrestling program. Cruz Vasquez, plenty of mat time experience. That's the biggest advantage right here. I don't say that Vasquez is superior in strength by any stretch. It's just mat time and knowledge and moves, quickness. Maybe that's the advantage. 11-1 the score with 43 seconds left. Both wrestlers head over to bounds. Coming up next, 182 pounds, Joey Freidig for Moses Lake and Orlando Rodriguez for Wenatchee. That should be a good one as well. Wrestlers start up again, just about a half a minute left here of the match. Burdan. This is where all of that time in the wrestling room, all of those wind sprints, and jumping rope, and everything else to get your stamina up can come to pay off. Single leg by Vasquez, and he'll take Burdan down again. 2-point takedown. 13-1 the score with 5 seconds left in the match. And that will be it, and it will be another win for Moses Lake. Cruz Vasquez wins it by a score of 13-1 over Evan Burdan for the Wenatchee Panthers. As we'll move to 182 pounds, Joey Freidig of Moses Lake, a sophomore, and Orlando Rodriguez for Wenatchee, a senior. We'll have to talk to Malcolm about that time frame that Tucker put in for the news at 10. We're past an hour. So here we start this match. Freidig looking for the throw. 182-pound match. Freidig is and now thrown to his back here by Rodriguez. Looking for the pin, and he gets it just 27 seconds into round number 1. So Everett Ashley up next, and Jesus Segovia at 195 pounds. They gave the points to the wrong side there. So Everett Ashley and Jesus Segovia. That's our 195-pound match coming up. They're fixing the scoreboard here. There we go. It's 21-9 our score after the pin by Orlando Rodriguez. Second win of the night for Wenatchee. As we get the scoreboard ready to go, need to get the clock reset. It is. And our 195-pound match here between Ashley and Segovia. Officials ready, the wrestlers ready, and we are underway here on the NCW Life Channel. Winding our way through the matches here tonight. We are to our 8th match of 13 that will be battled for here tonight. We have one forfeit. That is at 113 pounds. Again, if you're not familiar with the wrestling format, when they do the weigh-ins, when the teams get together here at Wenatchee High School in front of the official who does the weigh-ins, they draw a number out of a hat, and that's where the match will start. So they put all 14 of the weights into a hat, and then whatever's drawn out is the one where we'll start. And that tonight was 132 pounds. So we wind our way all the way through super heavy and then go back to 106 through 126 pounds. So that's the format here tonight. 21-9 our score. It's Moses Lake leading, and no score yet here in this 195-pound match between Everett Ashley of Moses Lake and Jesus Segovia of Wenatchee. Both wrestlers literally looking for the upper hand here. The shots by Ashley. The counter by Segovia. Junior in Ashley, a sophomore in Segovia. Segovia has that head still, and Ashley will get away and head back towards the center circle. So let's try this again with 27 seconds left here in round number 1. Not a lot of attempts here at moves, just a lot of tugging and pushing. Segovia looked at the throw, not going to get it, and that's going to be the end of round number 1. No score between Everett Ashley and Jesus Segovia. Our broadcast tonight here on the NCW Life Channel brought to you by Les Schwab Tire Center. Go online to leschwab.com to find a tire store near you. Doing the right thing matters. That is Les Schwab. Appreciate everybody's sponsorship here of the NCW Life Channel sports coverage. The official came over to ask, since the other mat is done with its matches, could we use both clocks? They are not synced together. We've got 2 separate controllers, but we do have the ability of the horn here, instead of having the youngster go out with the baton to whack the official on the back as the time winds out. 1:56 left, or they just started round number 2 here, scoreless, and Segovia is on top for Wenatchee. Ashley on the bottom for Moses Lake. This is the 195-pound match here tonight. 220s next, followed by the 285-pound match, and then we go back to 106 pounds. The forfeit will come by Wenatchee at 113 pounds. They don't have a 113-pounder on the roster, and so that'll be 6 points awarded to Moses Lake. That's something that Coach Ed Valdez told us before the match, that just hates to give up those free points like that. Wenatchee's coming in after a sizable victory the other night over Eisenhower on the road, but Eisenhower forfeited 6 of the matches. To his feet is Ashley, and now the reversal. And the turn, and looking for a pin. He's got the lead. Segovia trying to fight for his life with 54 seconds left, and a pin is going to happen at 2. Make that 3 minutes and 12 seconds into the match.
And 2:20, Andrew Kyle against Lucas Carranza.
So 27-9 is our score. The pin by Everett Ashley. Now we go to 220 pounds. Andrew Kyle for Moses Lake. Lucas Carranza for Wenatchee. Carranza the senior, Kyle the junior. That's our match at 220 pounds. Carranza's kind of bumped back and forth between wrestling at 220 and super heavyweight, depending on the needs here for Wenatchee. He's got the 220 match tonight, and it'll be Eli Oliveras wrestling the super heavyweight. Let's see if Carranza tries to get a throw here. You look for those a lot when you get to the big boys. You get that weight started with a move, with a throw, and it's awfully difficult to stop that movement. 30 seconds in, and a shot here taken by Kyle, but a good counter by Carranza. Carranza, a state participant here last year, Wenatchee Panthers, and ranked in the top 12. Carranza ranked 11th right now. Eastmont's Max Prazer ranked 10th in the state by the Washington Wrestling Report. No advantage gained by either wrestler here so far in this one. The single leg gathered up by Kyle. Now working on top and trying to maybe get a cradle up here. 55 seconds left, and a 2-point takedown going to be given to Carranza. He's got the leg and he's got the arm with both legs here. Carranza trying to figure out how he can get that other leg back behind. And to his feet is Kyle, and they're going to give him a 1-point escape. No, they will not. Interesting. So Kyle will head back to the center circle in the down position. Carranza up with 36 seconds left here in round number 1. Carranza looking for the head and the leg, but in the process gave up the leg, and Kyle is close to getting an escape here. Carranza snaps him, tries to snap him back down, and now he'll give up the escape. 2-1 our score with 12 seconds left here in round number 1. Both wrestlers just pushing for the final 2 seconds, and that'll be the end of round number 1, with Carranza leading it by a score of 2-1. Our broadcast tonight on the NCW Live Channel brought to you by Town Toyota, your automotive home to quality and reliability in North Central Washington. Carranza with the choice. He takes down here for round 2. An interesting approach by Kyle, off to the side rather than behind the hips. Maybe inviting Carranza to get up, which he does. Now the hand fight. Trying to get the escape. He's got, if he could just widen the grip, can't do it. And now the reverse attempt. And now the trip attempt. As they go out of bounds, got to be 1-point escape here. Yes, there is. So it's 3-1. Carranza on top of the minute 34 to go here in round number 2. So both wrestlers will be up as they head back to the center circle. Andrew Kyle, the junior for Moses Lake. Lucas Carranza, the senior for Wenatchee. Carranza gets that right arm sucked in tight. Watch for the throw here. And the shots, I think that was a half attempt at a throw by Kyle. Didn't work out so well. Now Carranza needs to try to crowd around to get his hips behind. But Kyle's got a firm grip on both of those legs. So Carranza, if he can't get his hips free, Going to try to reach with that right leg and keep his balance at the same time with 45 seconds here in the round. To reach and grab that. He does. Get his right leg behind the left leg of Kyle. Gets the takedown. 5-1. Carranza is leading it here. And now we're going to get a stalemate, I think, or we got blood. No, headgear got up over the mouth. So that is the stoppage here for Andrew Kyle. So he pulls that chin strap back down. Whistle blows with 25 seconds left here in round number 2. Carranza leading at 5-1. Coach Ed Valdez looking for 6 points here, not just a victory. And now the stand up and escape by Kyle. Good job. 5-2 the score. Kyle gets a deep shot on the leg, but then tossed to his back. Watch your balance. Watch your balance. We got 2 per side and maybe a pin here. Kyle, the time will run out in the round. We got a 2-point near fall and a 2-point reversal and a 2-point near fall. So when that's all said and done, it should be 7-6, I think. No, they're going to say 6-5. Hold on. Hold on. Carranza had 5 before that. He got 2. There. No, it should be 7-6. 9-6. Okay. So we're going to wait and make sure we got the score right. 7-6. That should be the correct score now. 27-9 is our team score. 7-6. Okay, so now the official says 4 points per wrestler in that exchange. So 9-6 is the score. All right, there we go. As we head to round number 3 now. They started it, but then whistled it. And quickly trying to stand up is Andrew Kyle. Well, it's close for both wrestlers getting a pin there. Didn't happen. End of the round came. I didn't hear the buzzer. Now an escape for Kyle. Look out here, 9-6 the score. Kyle showed that he can make the shot. He does. And now the follow of the hips and Carranza with the takedown. 11-7. Lucas Carranza in the lead. On top for Wenatchee. Andrew Kyle trying to do what he can from the bottom. 1:16 left in the match. Again, watch out for the dangerous hold here. Carranza gets loose. The crowd by Kyle. He's got that leg locked up with his hands locked. And now needs to try to lift and separate. Carranza, meanwhile, with a counter. Kyle gets to his feet. And Carranza follows, trying to keep his hips behind. And another 1-point escape for Kyle. 40 seconds left. 11-8 the score, and watch for a throw here. Kyle will try to throw Carranza. Carranza just needs to stay active so he doesn't get any stall points. 28 seconds left in the match. Carranza is leading it 11-8, and now the step, and then to the back goes Kyle, but no points awarded for either wrestler. Still neutral. 17 seconds left. Near the out-of-bounds circle. Now Kyle trying to reach up, maybe get a chance for a throw. With 8 seconds left. Pushing and pushing. With 4 seconds left. Trailing it by 3, 11-8 the score. With 1, and that's going to be it, the end of the match. And Carranza will hold on for the victory here. Not an easy one by any stretch, but he gives Wenatchee 3 more points with an 11-8 victory over Andrew Kyle, much to the happiness of the fans here at Wenatchee High School. Our broadcast tonight brought to you by Weinstein Beverage Company, a family-owned business proud to support local high school teams. Find them on Facebook and follow them on Instagram. They're also on the web, WeinsteinBeverage.com. So here we go to the super heavyweights. Officially 285 pounds. Saul Villa, sophomore for Moses Lake. Eli Oliveira, the junior for Wenatchee. After this, we still have 3 contested matches to go. as our super heavyweight is underway. Eli Oliveira is the junior for Wenatchee. Sophomore Sal Villa for Moses Lake. And these boys do like the throws. They like to try to end it quick, end it in the first round. It's not about stamina when you get to these boys. Again, Moses Lake wrestlers seem to be the aggressor here, trying to force the issue with a move. Wenatchee's all about the counter. Saul Villa for Moses Lake. Grapple, headlock, hand fight, minute into the round, and nothing's happened yet. No score. And we're going to get a takedown by Villa. Oliveras on the bottom trying to fight off that half Nelson. Saul Villa gets him tipped. Look out. And we're going to get a pin here in this first round. 131 into round number 1 for Saul Villa. So it'll be 33-12. Our team scores. We'll head back to the lighter weights, the lightest weights. Battle of a couple of freshmen. Jeremiah Martinez for Moses Lake. Cannon Sanders for Wenatchee. Sunnyside ranked 3rd in the state, by the way, by the Washington Wrestling Report. Chiawana ranked 1st, Tahoma 2nd, Sunnyside 3rd. Moses Lake comes in ranked 7th in the state. A shot deep here by Martinez, and he'll get the 2-point takedown. Much quicker activity here in the smaller weights at 106 pounds. Moses Lake will get another 6 points in the next match on a forfeit, and then we'll have 2 more bouts after that. Freshman versus freshman here. Martinez with the advantage. Minute 18 remaining in round number 1. Cannon Sanders on the bottom, just trying to get back to his base here. He did momentarily, but then quickly broken back down again by Jeremiah Martinez. 106 pounds and very lanky for these wrestlers. Both about almost exactly the same size here. The stand up by Sanders, and then quickly gathering and breaking him back down was Martinez. As the wrestlers head near out of bounds with 37 seconds left here in round number 1. They will go out of bounds, so it will be back to the center mats with Cannon Sanders for Wenatchee on the bottom. Jeremiah Martinez for Moses Lake on top. Whistle sounds. Quickly trying to stand up with Sanders, but a good job of following by Martinez, who also got the arm barred up in the process. Going to try to walk that around with 15 seconds left. Has a pinning opportunity. Now he's got that other arm barred up as well. Doesn't have it barred up, but had it on a wrist ride. It's a good move for that pinning move, but Cannon Sanders does a good job of holding on for dear life on the bottom and keeps that from happening. 4-0 our score, with Jeremiah Martinez leading it here over Cannon Sanders. Choice was to Cannon. He deferred, and so Jeremiah will take down. So for the first time in this match, we'll see Cannon work from the up position. Hand fight underneath. Sanders got a little high. Now kind of a sit out by Martinez. Reaches back. Those long limbs, grabs a hold of a leg. And meanwhile, a half is in there by Sanders. Kind of awkwardly so. Tough to make those moves when you don't have the hips broken down. And now Martinez facing him. Going to get maybe one, if not two. He's got the leg, trying to crowd, and now he'll get the 2-point reversal, and it'll go right into a cradle. Trying to get those hands locked up. Minute 17 to go. Cannon Sanders going to have a very long second round here. Sanders. I don't think he got near fault points there. Got him tipped, but not for long enough. Let's see if he can get him tipped this time. He does. Pinning move here. Look out. And a pin. Minute 1 into round number 2. So 3:01 into the match. And that pin will make it a 39-12 score. And Saul Salinas will get a win by forfeit here tonight. So he will give Moses Lake another 16 points. And we'll head to the 120-pound match. Jonathan Tanguma against Toby Hamilton. And this one should be fantastic. Tanguma, the junior. Hamilton, the sophomore. Been a good year for Hamilton. Tanguma, by the way, ranked 5th in the state at 113 pounds, wrestling 120 pounds tonight. And we are underway in this one. Tanguma for Moses Lake. Hamilton for Wenatchee. The shot by Tanguma. Got in deep, gets the 2-point takedown. Quickly going to go for the Nelson here. Back to his feet, Hamilton. Hamilton trying to face him. Elevator lifted up and taken back down again. Nice job by Tanguma. Tanguma working up high. I was wondering if he's going to try to get the leg shot in there. Instead, he'll tight waist, hack at the elbow, bring that elbow back. Meanwhile, to his feet. Nice job of escaping by Hamilton. 2-1 our score. Minute 16 left here in the first round. Hamilton backs away and then shoots. Nice counter there by Tanguma. Tanguma with the shot, got behind. Both wrestlers on their feet. Will try to throw him to the mat. Hands are locked, and they're going to say a 2-point takedown for Tanguma, even though Hamilton's still on his feet. But both wrestlers head out of bounds, and they both go out of bounds, and it will be the Wenatchee wrestler down here as they'll head back to the center of the mat. 50 seconds remaining in round 1, 4-1 the score. Tanguma leading Hamilton. Ryan Grubb and Trenton Miller coming up next, our final match of the night here on the NCW Life Channel. To his feet goes Hamilton. Tanguma following, trying to tip. Now the elevator again. Nice job by Tanguma. Boy, he certainly knows what he's doing. Very good technical wrestler here for Moses Lake. Hamilton, meanwhile, on bottom for the Panthers, gathering himself for his next move and gets an escape. 4-2 the score. Tanguma with the shot in deep, got both legs. 2-point takedown given to Tanguma. Hamilton has the hands locked between the crotch there. Makes it difficult to do anything for Tanguma. He's got those long arms. And that'll be the end of round number 1 here with Tanguma on top, 6-2. Appreciate you joining us here on the NCW Life Channel. We got a couple of more matches coming in the next few weeks. We'll have Eastmont next week at home on Thursday, and then we'll have Eastmont and Wenatchee. Last match of the regular season in the dual meet season for both teams. Well, those right here on the NCW Life Channel. Second round begins with Tanguma on the bottom. Hamilton locks his hands, gets him taken back to the mat. Quickly lets go of the locked hands so he doesn't get a point counted against him. Trying to chop down that arm. Tanguma doing what he can to hand fight, and then tossing him back to the mat was Hamilton. Nice job again by Hamilton to break him down. Tanguma sits out, now to his feet, and now gets the escape. Now he'll try to take him back down again. 7-2 the score with the escape for Tanguma. Minute 21 to go here in round number 2. Jonathan Tanguma, the junior for Moses Lake, one of the top wrestlers in the state here, against the sophomore for Wenatchee. There was a brilliant takedown by Tanguma. Just absolute explosion into the Wenatchee wrestler. Minute left in the round, 9-2 the score. And then again back to his feet is Hamilton. 1-point escape. So the wrestlers will head back towards the center circle. Tanguma seeing if he could figure out one more way to take Hamilton down. Hamilton, meanwhile, does not have a takedown in this match so far. Good counter there, but Tanguma was in tight. And back to his feet is Hamilton. Didn't give up that takedown. He's got the whizzer in. Crowding the base, and look out. There's a pinning opportunity as well with 29 seconds left for Tanguma. If he can get that half in, right now he's got the arm. Now trying to get the tip. He's got the takedown. He's got the arm. He needs to readjust his chest here to get chest to chest. He's got his hands locked up, but that's going to get in the way of trying to make a pin here. Now he'll readjust, keep that arm. And if he could reach around and grab the hand on that arm that's barred up there, but it's not going to happen on a hammerlock. We'll head to the third round, 11-3 the score. We didn't get the near fall points yet, did we? Or no? No near fall points? 11-3 the score on the scoreboard reads. So we'll head to round number 3. Tanguma will be on top, Hamilton on the bottom. Hamilton trying to explode from his base at the whistle. So Moses Lake trying to put themselves in a position to get towards the top with the dual meet records in the Big Nine. Came in at 3-1 tonight. Sunnyside unbeaten so far. And talking with Jaime Garza beforehand, Sunnyside just a powerhouse again this season. They've got several wrestlers that are all ranked in the top 12 of the state according to the Washington Wrestling Report. Hamilton back to his feet again and gets another escape. 11-4 the score. 1:25 left here in the match. Shot in single leg by Tanguma. Again, he'll take him down and then try to go right to getting some near fall points. Hamilton trying to do what he can to keep the balance in his favor. Does not tip. Nice job by Toby Hamilton to just keep himself from giving up any near fall points. 13-4 the score on that takedown by Tanguma. Tanguma tried with the crossface. Now we'll try with near side. Now the far side. And now back to his feet again, Hamilton. Hamilton tried and now trying a throw. Tanguma says, no, we're not going to have any of that. Hamilton quickly back to his feet, though, and gets a 1-point escape. 13-5 the score. Hamilton does a good job from the bottom. Tanguma obviously more proficient on his feet with the takedown. 17 seconds left. Another shot by Tanguma. Hamilton's just hoping for a mistake, but no, it's going to be a 2-point takedown by Tanguma. They'll go out of bounds with 6 seconds left here in the match. 15-7 the score. Now they got 17-7 on the score. Six seconds left here in the match. Unless something miraculous happens for Toby Hamilton. The official wants to come over and talk about the scoring here. Okay, it says 17-7 right now. It's 15-5, so they'll readjust that. There we go. And it's difficult with the official scorekeeper next to me and the control for the scoreboard clear down the way here, so makes it a little difficult. 6 seconds left in this match at 120 pounds, and it's like Jonathan Tanguma going to get himself another victory. And it will be a 15-5 major decision here for Jonathan Tanguma. So the match will definitely go in the favor of the Moses Lake Chiefs as we're down to our final match here tonight, as Ryan Grubb will wrestle against Trenton Miller. Grubb, the senior for Moses Lake, Miller, the freshman for Wenatchee. They're a little tardy with the team scores, getting that updated. And we got to get the match scores zeroed out here. But meanwhile, the match is underway. Again, it's Miller for Wenatchee, Grubb for Moses Lake. Single leg by Grubb, and then almost a throw opportunity for Miller. Good job at countering there. Got himself kind of out of sorts. And now two wrestlers look for an opening. Grubb with the shot. Miller with the counter. And try to throw. Look out. Head and arm. He's got it, but he's a little bit too high. No advantage for either wrestler. No points awarded yet, and we're going to get both the wrestlers out of bounds, so the official will send them back to the center of the mat. Again, 49-12 our team score here. Our final match of the night here at 126 pounds. And a takedown going to be given here to Grubb. They just got him down and then crowded, was able to get the hips behind. Miller, the freshman for Wenatchee. Let's see how he works from the down position. Out to the side with one leg trapped is Grubb. Trying for a tip there. Just with the tight waist and an arm. And he will get the tip. Trying to get the head behind now, or the leg behind the head. Bring him back. Basically works as a, now he's got that arm. Try to get the head tipped up with the leg here. Readjust. Got to watch the getting a little bit too high with that elbow. Nope, he's got it, and that's a good pinning move here with 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second left. Almost the pin for Ryan Grubb, but it will be a 5-0 lead for Grubb over the freshman Trenton Miller as we head to round number 2. Appreciate you joining us here on the NCW Life Channel, and we are definitely running late tonight, so we will not have a post game. We'll just wrap it up here and then send you to the NCW Life Evening News with Grant Olson. So hold on for that as soon as we're done here on the television broadcast of wrestling tonight here on the NCW Life Channel. Whistle sounds to begin round number 2 with Ryan Grubb, the senior for Moses Lake, leading Trenton Miller, the freshman for Wenatchee, in a 126-pound match, our final match of the night here on the NCW Life Channel. "13 bouts contested here tonight. Moses Lake again showing its prowess in the Big Nine by taking the majority of those matches here this evening. In fact, just 3 wins for Wenatchee on the night. Kind of some freestyle moves used by Grubb here. Trying to get Miller tipped over. Minute left here in round number 2. Miller trying to edge out of bounds. And the official will finally say, yep, you guys are far enough out. Let's go back to the center circle. Try to get the attention of our line producer here, Dan, to let him know that we will not have a post-game show here on the NCW Life Channel. Okay, thank you. Malcolm whispering in my ear here. 48 seconds left in the round. And again, the wrestlers head out of bounds. So Wenatchee will drop to 3-1 in Big Nine dual meet action. Moses Lake will improve to 4-1 on the season. Not nearly the emphasis put on the dual meet records anymore than just getting yourself ready for tournament action come the end of the season as you get ready for districts and regionals and MAC Classic in Tacoma. It'll be upon us before we know it. Both wrestlers out of bounds again. They'll stop the clock with 25 seconds left in round number 2. Miller on the bottom. Grubb on top. Official Gerald Insel has both wrestlers ready. Blows the whistle. Quickly to his feet was Miller. Nice job of getting quickly to his feet, but then quickly countering was Grubb to get him back down. Grubb again with that tight waist here, with the arm and wrist locked up. And we get a whistle, and we've got injury timeout here with some blood, I believe, here for Trenton Miller. Again, coming up here on the NCW Life Channel tomorrow night, we'll be courtside at East Mont High School. Grant Olson will have your play-by-play as Sunnyside takes on East Mont. The girls game at 6:30. The boys follow at about 8 o'clock. I'll be back here at Wenatchee High School on Saturday for Moses Lake and Wenatchee, with the girls starting at 5:30 live here on the NCW Life Channel. The boys will follow at 7:30. And then some rebroadcast for you coming up on Sunday. It's Wenatchee and East Mont Unified Basketball at 2 o'clock, and then Merritt and Wenatchee Wild Hockey at 7. That's all coming up right here on your home for local sports, the NCW Life Channel. So the ladies out to clean up some blood on the mat, make sure that that is sanitarily taken care of. And meanwhile, a little blood taken care of by Dale Blair over there. It looks like we're good to go. With a 5-0 lead here for Moses Lake's Ryan Grubb over Wenatchee's Trenton Miller. One little more spot of blood they want to make sure and get cleaned up. Six seconds left here in round number 2 after the injury timeout. And that'll be the end of round number 2. One more round to go here in this 126-pound match. Again, the night began with Hunter White beating Oscar Martinez 6-2 for Moses Lake. And then it was Cameron Regan pinning Alex Olguin 3 minutes and 5 seconds into the match at 138 pounds. At 145, Lorenz Thomas with a decision over Tyler Skyleman, 6-1 the final in that one. At 152 pounds, an escape here, meanwhile, for Miller, for Grubb, for Moses Lake. And again, I think we've got some more blood here, possibly. No. And now we're ready. Oh, the headgear was not quite right. At 152 pounds, it was Maximus Zamora with a, Maxis Zamora with a win over Tyler Skyleman, and then Lorenz Thomas with a 19-3 win over Leo Gutzweiler. That put Moses Lake up 17-0 at that point. The first win for Wenatchee came in 3 overtimes. Alan Swan edged Gustavo Barajas at 160 pounds, 7-5 the final in that one. Cruz Vasquez with a win at 170 pounds for Moses Lake over Evan Burdan, 13-1 the final in that one. Wenatchee's second win of the night came at 182 pounds. Orlando Rodriguez with a pin, 32 seconds in over Joey Friedig. At 182, at 195, it was a pin for Moses Lake. Everett Ashley, 2 minutes and 20 seconds into the match over Jesus Segovia. The third and last win of the night for Wenatchee, as we have a pinning move here out there for Ryan Grubb, was by Lucas Carranza. 11-8 decision over Andrew Kyle. Saul Villa won by pin over Eli Olivares. Jeremiah Martinez won by pin over Cannon Sanders at 106 pounds. Saul Salinas won by forfeit at 113. Jonathan Tanguma with a 15-5 win over Toby Hamilton at 120 pounds. And Ryan Grubb now leading it 11-0 over Trenton Miller here in our final match tonight at 126 pounds. And that's going to be the match. And that will be yet another win here for Moses Lake. A 11-0 win. So the Chiefs officially get 4 points for that. 53-12, I believe, is our final. 52-12 is our final team score. as that will wrap up our broadcast here tonight on the NCW Life Channel. For our whole crew here tonight, for Anna Nelson, for Jessica, for Dan Kuntz, for Malcolm Whitehall back in the studio, appreciate you tuning in tonight. Be sure and join us again for more wrestling next Thursday, basketball tomorrow and Saturday. It's right here on your home for local sports, the NCW Life Channel. Have a good night, everybody.
JDSA Law is a proud sponsor of these local sports broadcasts. They've been serving North Central and Eastern Washington since 1946. For over 70 years, their team of dedicated professionals has delivered quality, innovative legal services. JDSA Law partners with you to provide the finest legal advice and support as you navigate your personal and business challenges, risks, and accomplishments. At JDSA Law, they salute our local athletes and wish them well on another excellent season of competition.
When you call Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, you get 35 years of experience and customer service in the Wenatchee Valley. Dick's friendly staff strongly believe in repairing before replacing and service all major brands of HVAC units. Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning is your local, independent, trained comfort specialists, proudly serving all of North Central Washington. Call 884-6444 today.
No calories, no sweeteners, all smiles. Bubbly, sparkling water. Crack a smile.
At Town Toyota, we believe in our community, and we're proud to support this broadcast of local sports. Town Toyota defines reliability and value in both its products and in the dealership itself. We are home to legendary products like the RAV4, Highlander, and Camry, not to mention Tundras and Tacoma trucks. Of course, we offer service for everything we sell, and a great selection of pre-owned and certified vehicles as well. So enjoy the game and visit Town Toyota for all your automotive needs.